Sure. What can I say? I mean, it was an incredible match. You know, I didn't have the control of the match until middle of, middle of the second set. I felt like she was better than me, but then somehow I digged in and found a way to, just turn things around. As I mentioned on court, I was more brave after a certain point of the match, and then got my energy level a little bit higher, and I just won. Sorry.
Congratulations, Maria.
Thank you.
What is it like facing her? I mean, we just see like how much presence she has on court. She's so good in these sort of tight battles. What is it sort of like facing her? Obviously, she has injury issues and stuff too later on in the match. But what was that like, and how were you able to sort of keep your focus and overcome?
Well, as I said on court, I told Tom and my team before the match that I'm prepared for a 7-6 in the third, because seriously, I never thought that with Bianca it would be like a 6-4, 6-1 or 6, unless I play lights out tennis and I, hit winners left and right. But because he fights every single point, I knew that it was going to be a very tough match. And of course, when you see your opponent getting injured, you have to try and stay focused, because you know really well that if you look on the other side of the net and you see that someone is hurt, you can get very stressed. You don't know what you have to do, like make balls, make them run. It's complicated. But I stayed focused on myself and did simple things. Didn't complicate my tennis on the third set. So I think that's why I got the win at the end.
Courtney Nguyen, WTA Insider. Congrats, Maria. You said middle of the second set, you felt like something kind of shifted. Can you kind of elaborate on that? Was it tactical? Was it a feeling? Did you think started working for you?
I think that in the first set especially, I was not going for my shots like I normally do. I was a little bit, I was not very confident with my ground strokes, and I said that, Maria, if you want to win this match, you have to go for it, and it's better if you go for it and you miss than just make balls and, they hit winners. She hits winners. So I just tried to be more brave with my ground strokes. My serve was good through the whole match. So I just, wanted to be more brave, and that's what I did.
And then at 6-all in the tiebreak, she climbed back and she hit that shot that kissed the outside of the line. I don't think anybody actually believed it was in, including you. What are you telling yourself after that? Because you played 2 great points to close it out, but having been 6-3 up, you let that lead slip. It would have been very easy to be down in that moment.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, and I'm deadly honest, he was luckier than me in some parts of the match, because she had many net calls and line calls as well. But I just said that you cannot lose the match because you're unlucky. Just try to. I don't know what was going on. I really don't know what. I'm trying to be calm and not lose my mind, because I want to live this experience, this tennis experience, until I'm done. Because I don't want to look back and say that I did not enjoy matches like today. So there was a decent crowd staying until 2:30 at night, and I said, Maria, I cannot give up. Just stay focused and stay calm and just make balls.
Hi Maria, Howard Fendrich with the AP. When you're talking about the bravery and telling yourself you had to be brave, is that something that maybe in the past either a thought that didn't enter your mind, or if it did, it didn't always work to think that way? Is that something newer for you, or is that something you've always done and had an ability to listen to when you tell yourself?
It's something that I've been working with Tom since end of last year, but I felt like I lost that bravery after the French. I was more hesitant and I was not going for it so much. So after my loss with Angie, I just practiced for 2 weeks. I had some very tough practices where I was crying because I could not feel my shots, I could not feel my tennis, but thankfully I had Tom and Yanis, my hitting partner, that supported me a lot because I couldn't feel, I lost my identity, that's how I call it. So I lost myself and part of myself, with my psychologist as well, I found a way to come back and feel again what I, felt out there today. So by telling myself to be more brave, it's not like, okay, Maria, now be brave and, you're brave, but it's just a process of, in practice and everything that has helped me to be more brave.
The other thing, sorry, I just wanted to ask, have you ever held the tennis racket and played with it, played points at 2:30 in the morning before?
Oh, no. I actually think I have a very bad record with night matches because when I found out yesterday I'm playing night, I was not happy at all because I'm an early morning person and, I still haven't figured out how I have to plan my day. But Tom was like, before the match, he was like, I'm giving you my word that after this match, you'll change your mind for night matches. And he's right. So now, I can say that it happened that I, play tennis at 2:30 in the morning.
Okay, last two in English at the back and then Ben.
Maria, congratulations, Star Simeon from ESPN.com. Sort of on that note, it is very, very late now. You're an early morning person. How are you going to kind of turn it around? How will you spend tomorrow preparing for Wednesday's match?
I have no idea. I normally struggle to sleep after matches, especially when I finish late, so I have to find a way to sleep right now. I mean, not now, in like 2-3 hours probably. I need to get some treatment. I'm probably gonna practice late on tomorrow, and hopefully I'm not playing a first match on when is it? Wednesday, right? Wednesday. But even if that's the case, I'll try to be ready. I trust my athleticism and my physicality, and I think I'll be ready for that if I plan my day tomorrow well.
Ben, last question.
Just wanted to ask Maria what it's like with the atmosphere there, where there's probably only maybe like 10% or less of the crowd still there, but everyone who's there is like crazy about it at this point. Like, what was that? Was that fun? Was that stressful? What was that sort of atmosphere like?
No, it was amazing. I mean, there were a few Greeks as well, which was very nice. I always feel very nice when I hear Greek from the crowd. But also, the Americans, I mean, they treated me so well. It's actually very nice of them that they stayed until that late, even though it wasn't a lot of people, but I mean, they have to work tomorrow, so it's normal. I'm just very grateful that from last year that I was playing with Serena and Ashe, and it was just Tom and Patrick and her team. It's now, back to reality and almost back to reality, and you can actually enjoy real tennis again.
One more in English,
Sorry, just on your next match, you play Carolina. You've never played on hard court, both matches in Rome. Can you just talk about how different that will be, just facing her on a hard court?
I mean, I watched her match. Remind me who she played the second round? You remember? Anisimova, yes, that very tough match. Yeah. She served lights out. I mean, she was serving very well, and I think she's serving well. We practiced actually before the tournament started, and she's a very funny girl. We have a great relationship, even though some people think that after what happened we don't, but actually we do. I mean, she has played final here. She has some experience and more experience than me, but I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing best. Try to return as good as I can, because that's, I think, the most important thing against Carolina. and just keep fighting. That's it. That can take you far. Yeah.